Welcome to the Antelope Valley Fairgrounds. It's motorsports madness here in Lancaster, California, and we have pulled out all 4 cylinders for this one.
Hey, what do they say? Half the cylinders, twice the fun, or something like that? We got compact cars getting ready for their autocross. They've got a figure 8 race later on this evening as well. But the compact autocross heat and features are happening right now as we get the track ready. This is always a fun event, as this will be an oval track with jumps and humps.
And as you'll see, some of the drivers want to hit as many of those jumps as they can. Others might try to go for the speed factor, but like we've seen with other types of events here, rule number 1, keep it off the berm.
Yes. So here's your Heat 1 lineup. Kyle Astoni in the 07, the 02 of Alexis Hilton.
Buda Troche in the number 3, the 35 of Carson Bollinger. You got the 61 of Dalton Houghton, 65 of Christina Lucazonis.
Anthony Gandola and Jeff Houghton in the 621. That is your field. Heat number 1 for autocross.
Now here's one of the jumps right here on the front straightaway. You'll see those cars take advantage of it, but into turn number 1, it gets a little bit tight for the lead.
Yeah, and it's somewhat equal, or maybe it's somewhat of a search, because the outside of the straightaways have the tabletop jumps, the inside of the corners have the humps. So you're going to see these drivers searching high and low. See, they go wide and they get to the humps. If you go low, you're in the mud basically. So it's all fun and games. It's also a challenge. Look out, Christina Lucazonis.
Gonna go over the tabletop.
Hold on. Not as much speed, which is smart, because you got to keep this car all night.
Battle for the lead is on the 621. That's Houghton. Jeff Houghton leading over Troche in the number 3.
And you can see these cars slipping and sliding around with their standard tires that you get off the street while trying to race in the mud. Kyle in the 07 going inside, battle for the lead.
So I wonder what the strategy is for these drivers between taking the, if you will, the longer section going around.
Don't get stuck, Christina.
Well, that's got to be your first. That's got to be your first thing. Like we said, don't get it down the berm. But some of these jumps are kind of big.
Yeah, they're big jumps, and I don't know if there's a strategy. I think
Dalton.
You kind of go wherever the car allows you to, but you try not to lose pace. I think that's the big thing. As we have Buda stalled right at the jump. We got him all tangled up here.
Little bump drafting there. So Dalton Houghton in the 61.
So Buda falls back to 3rd. Kyle Astoni up to 2nd as Jeff Houghton in the 621 still leads. But look out, as, of course, they put a big berm in the way, too, of the jumps.
So this is the battle for the lead here on the front straightaway. The 621, I think, is trying to slow down. The 07 does not want to.
Christiana stuck on the berm.
Never mind. Looked like some contact there. Multiple cars going into the berm on that one, but the 07 is now your leader. So Kyle, hold on to it. Don't go too far into the corner.
Big hit there from Jeff Houghton.
And lap traffic, they're closing in on Bollinger in the 35. White flag, 1 lap to go.
Well, did we say that this race would be fun? This is just heat number 1.
I love it.
Kyle Astoni in the 07 leads. Big slide in there. And now your leader's going to close in on this. There he is.
He has to get by, does get by. And we'll see the checkered flag wave on heat race number 1.
And almost takes himself out on the inside berm.
So Kyle Astoni.
Jeff Houghton in the 2nd spot. And it looks like Buda might have held on to 3rd. Heat 1 winner, Kyle Astoni. You can slow down now. You're done. You can slow down now. That's it.
Slow it down.
Heat number 1 is done. You're good.
This train does not have brakes.
Now we go to heat number 2.
Oh, let's see who we've got in this one. The 04 has one of the more interesting names of the entire event. Ragnat.
Richard Helton in the 5. The 9 of Tony Gandola. 51 of Jason Carpenter. 245 of David Smith. Bobby Lemon in the 808. And Todd Carl in the 1776.
Now, the 1776 not only has the patriotic colors, but might be one of the fan favorites because of the vehicle. There it is in the back.
It's a toaster. It's an Xbox.
Riding with Tony Gandola.
And he's going to get up to speed here. You can see him using the parking brake to e-brake through the corners. As here is your leader. And everybody else.
That car looks pretty fresh.
Yeah. You got all kinds of movie cars in this one. You got the Hudson Hornet Honda. You got the Fast and Furious #1 movie car, the green import. And of course, Captain America in the 1776.
You do have that.
245 leads. That looks like Justin McAllister's 245.
Must be teammates.
Must be.
David Smith driving that 245. There's the Hudson Hornet. Getting drafted on. Look at that spoiler on Bob.
That thing is probably making the difference. Whoa, he's going to air it out. Gandola's going to do the same.
Look at that bouncy suspension. And there's that 77. I would worry about the center of gravity of the 1776, but it seems to be holding up okay.
It's doing just fine. Oh, but that thing is jumping. And you saw it majorly land on the nose.
Look at the eagle head.
Yeah, it's holding on. But yeah, it's fun to jump, but there's how much is too much in these type of cars?
It depends.
Gandola.
If you're just having a good time, I don't think there's a limit.
It's hard to not, I would imagine.
I've jumped one of these too much. I've done the too much portion of it and landed nose first into the dirt.
Yeah.
And let's just say I didn't have the right seatbelts for that.
Uh-huh.
And my voice was at a new pitch.
Yeah.
Oh, some contact.
Tiptoeing through the julep.
I sounded like
Were you
I was having a Mickey Mouse moment.
Yeah. Oh boy, so we got them racing it out here, and it looks like obviously they figured it out to go wide in the first and second corners.
Hit the jump.
Oh, they're gonna snake around. Here is the white flag for the 245. David Smith. That thing's looking brand spanking new out there.
Yeah.
Not a dent on it.
No issues. Here's Tony Gandola.
I see him using the emergency brake or the parking brake or the e-brake, whatever way you want to call it, a lot. I wonder if he even has foot brake. He might only have the e-brake.
You know it's a 4-cylinder car when you have one stack.
Yeah. Checkered flag for David Smith. Here they come through the rest of the field.
Nice.
That was a smooth jump there from Carl. I think he figured that one out.
That thing's an off-road vehicle. What are you talking about? 4-wheel drive. Toaster. Uh-oh. Tony stuffed it.
But at least he's able to get off the berm to finish this heat #1. You can see how bumpy that outside is.
He's going over those jumps on the outer section.
I think he's just going to jump this whole night. Autocross main event coming up next here at the Antelope Valley Fairgrounds.
It is time for the Autocross main event. 4 cylinders of fury. Compact cars with big attitude.
There you see some of these drivers lined up and ready.
They're a little dirtier than they showed up.
Absolutely. That's how we like them.
Domino's
Eagle.
getting a delivery here.
Look at these cars. They are dirty from their heat races, but ready for battle here on the autocross course.
The drivers are pretty fired up and ready to go too.
I don't blame them. This looks like a lot of fun.
The Hudson Hornet.
Got some new entrants showing up here.
You know who that is? That's Antelope. Does that sound familiar? As
Yeah,
a late
see,
entrant?
I think he must have just showed up from work. Kyle Estoney, David Smith, Jeff Houghton, Todd Carl, Dalton Houghton, Richard Helton. The Buda Troche Bobby Lemon, Carson Ballinger, Alexis Helton, Christiana Lucazonis, Angelo Troche, Jason Carpenter, and Madison Anderson.
I didn't know if you were going to make it through that whole list.
You're good. But yeah, Angelo and Madison just kind of showing up from nowhere. They weren't in the heats, but they're here for the main.
I'm good with it. I'm good with it. They were probably still pulling the headlights off of the car.
And maybe they were.
There's Depews. I just heard you say that at one point.
Yeah.
And now I know why. Well, the field is stacked up and ready to go. You see the freeway in the background. You see the wind.
Yeah, it's windy.
Moving that American flag. It is a chilly day here at the Antelope Valley
It is
Fair.
a chill wind. Now, typically we're sweating it out at this fairground, but in the springtime, it is a chill wind in the desert as we get ready to go. Green flag is out, and we are autocross main event racing.
So in heats, we had half the field, and you had a lot more room to navigate things. What's going to happen now?
I think there's going to be probably roadblocks and all kinds of decision making in a hurry. Like, here we go, turn number 1. Lemon going to take out.
Got 35, Bollinger. Look at the 07. Got that damage on the right rear.
That could play into this race. You wonder if Kyle even knows it.
I think they set it up that way.
Ah, okay, setup adjustment.
That may have come from a previous event this night. Now riding along with Troche.
He started at the back of the pack, so he's got some work to do. He's going to have to push and shove a little bit more to get up to the front.
Good thing they got the screen on there, keeping the rocks out.
That's 07. That right rear is folded in big time.
So leading the way, the number 3, Buda Troche. We're watching these cars work their way down the back straightaway.
Battle for the lead now. Here comes Smith and takes it.
Get these things bounce. Houghton coming. Oh,
Look out for the tire. Kyle almost ending his day into the tractor tire.
and that's the worry with that right rear the way it is. When it lands, it's not really setting maybe how the 07 of Estoni would expect it. At least you got Earnhardt.
That's right. And another battle for the lead. Here comes Donald Houghton. And that 61, the car looks normal except for the doors. That's because he's an IMCA modified racer on the weekends, and he took some extra body panels and snapped it onto the car.
Well, I guess Dalton's got the speed secret then.
That's why it looks like it's half wrapped, because it kind of is. But Smith is out to the lead. Got by Kyle in that struggling 07.
I think they named a road after Houghton in Bakersfield.
I think you're right. Right off Interstate 99.
Yep. Well, here's the battle for third. And here's the battle for the lead.
Just as quickly. Wait, we got a replay. What's going on here? Huge air from Angelo Troche. That's replay worthy for sure.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, taking a ride inside. Look at this air.
This car gets so high. That's beautiful. Like, he would have landed on top of the 02 of Helton. Alexis was like, is there a car up there?
Jeez.
Back to the battle for the lead. Smith holding up Houghton.
I'd imagine Troche is going to feel that one for the next couple days. But yeah, battle for the lead is raging on as the rest of the field all trying to close in.
Battle for third. Delivery.
There's a little contact there. Jeff Houghton is 621. There's a 02.
A little struggle.
Yeah, oh, the other thing is all busted up.
That's okay. Never give up. Oh, the flag man is getting dirted out right now.
And the leaders are probably going to come up to that at some point in this race.
That's true. Well, what a battle for the lead we have going on here. A little more lap traffic.
And a little bit more bumper. We're starting to use the bumper now.
So that 35, Carson probably could tell that the leaders are back there, or is going to find out very quickly. And then the 06, we talked about that car showing up a little bit late. There's some contact there. Anderson gets the bumper and the side-by-side for the lead.
Here we go. One's taking the jump. The other, no, Houghton avoids the jump. I thought they were going to have to split the traffic here. So new leader, Dalton Houghton. And then 61.
02 shouldn't be there.
No, I think that's as far as it made it.
Poor Alexis Helton.
As you can see now, here comes third and fourth.
Yeah, this thing's not doing too bad.
Cristiana Lucazonis snaking her way through. Well, it's clear that the leaders are avoiding the jump as much as possible. And the show winners are using the jump every lap.
We appreciate the show win.
Absolutely.
There's the 51, the Hudson Hornet. Get a little bumper. Get too much bumper.
Don't waste my time, says Dalton Houghton. Shoves him around.
And so Jason Carpenter might be stuck where that car just ended up. And the red flag does come out.
I think, yeah, maybe driver's side exposed, so it's better to...
And I was wondering if they're all going to stop. But, yeah, we are going to stop this one and see about cleaning up the track here. We do have a couple cars that are around the arena. But the problem is this one.
Yeah. It's always a worry when you're stalled, but it's more of a worry when your driver's side is facing traffic. It's best to just pause it, fix it, go back to
There's
racing.
Troche. Speaking of Troches.
Here's a replay. That's Johnny Troche there that you saw walking up. And yeah, Dalton Houghton was not wasting any time. And Carpenter was there and in the way.
I don't even think Houghton apologized.
I don't think so.
See ya.
Just two cars separated, first and second at that moment. Houghton doesn't know that. He's not going to easily tap the brakes and say, no, I'll let you go.
And honestly, you could see where the bumpers got hooked a little bit.
Yeah, that definitely did not help.
Is that a stack out the back end of that car?
I think it is. Why not? Getting ready to go back to green, and we're back to racing.
The red twirly flag is out, which means green.
Yeah.
Well, this is gonna...
It's like Christmas.
It's gonna pack them all in right here.
Yeah, and right in the middle of it all is your leader.
Now, the car's still there. The driver's out of it.
Yeah. Oh, the flagman having to bail out. As they're all stacking it up into the jump.
So the battle for the lead is kind of gone at this point. Clearing the way, and it looks like Smith has an issue, and that's going to be a lot of position loss.
He stalls it right at that stack up.
Oh, man. All that track position. Yeah. Look at the damage on the front end of Houghton now, though. Left front. Ooh. Well, that second place getting caught up in the 621.
Yeah,
that's Jeff Houghton.
Second and third right there.
Look at that.
Oh, Christiana getting stuck into the berm right before the jump. That's going to change the course. A touch. Now that jump is blocked off unless she can back herself out.
That dirt, part of the issue with the dirt with the berm is it's not compacted like the track is. It's very soft dirt, and if your car digs into it, it's very hard to get out. It's like a sand trap.
Yeah, and you do, we've seen, lose laps or you're stuck in it for the rest of the race. White flag waves as these drivers are making their way through the corner. Dalton Houghton down the back straightaway looking for a win here at the Antelope Valley Fairgrounds. Now he's taking the jump. I think he's getting confident.
Gonna come out of the final corner. You're gonna have to shove the lap traffic in front. Gets to the checkered flag. Houghton is the winner.
There you see him, fingers up out of the driver's door. We're slamming, trying to get through traffic. That's Kyle trying to get by Madison there in the 06. And the rest of the field bouncing around. They know it's the last lap. They don't need these cars till next year. And there is your autocross winner, Dalton Houghton, in the 61.
That car looks like an autocross.
That thing, they always say the passing side is the right side. Well, the passing side for him was up front. Used that up. Top 5 results. Houghton, Jeff Houghton in the 621. Kyle Estoney, Todd Carl, and Bobby Lemon there in the top 5.
So we'll get Houghton up here in front of the fans and send it down for the winning interview as that thing rocks back and forth. What a beautiful sight.
Absolutely. Still got the license plate.
Dalton's a little more used to getting out of his modified.
Yeah.
All right, Jonathan, down there here real quick. So, starting this race, you know, you and Dave Smith were really just banging it back and forth. And how did you get the upper hand with him?
Yeah, you know, I was a lot faster over here, but he was really good on the straightaways, so I just kind of watched it. I knew he'd make a mistake sooner or later, and he did. We got around him.
All right, so when you made that move to get around him, what was going on in your mind?
I said, uh-oh, we got lap cars coming now.
Yeah, well, that's the thing a lot of times with traffic. So who can we thank for getting you here tonight?
My family, man. We picked this thing up Wednesday night as a car you could go drive down the highway. We've busted our butts on this thing all the last few days, and we didn't think it was going to finish, but now we're here.
Yeah, well, congratulations. Now, do you have any sponsors or anything like that help you out?
Yeah, I got my uncle, my dad, my stepmom, Meredith, my girlfriend, my grandparents, the Shaft Shop, Razor House Grooming Parlor, Right Way Driving School, bunch other people I can't even think of right now.
All right, so what's next for you? How long to get this thing back in racing shape again?
Well, it might be here tomorrow with a different driver, so we'll see.
Oh, in the Demolition Derby?
No, the Autocross.
Oh, okay. Come on, you could use a little demo work, you know, you never know.
No, we'll try to keep her clean and see how long they last. Usually I only get about a car a year and I go through them, so we'll try to make this one last.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Dalton Houghton, our winner.
Well, you got to give Crazy Chris credit. He's trying to get more cars in the Derby.
He is trying to entice everybody to be there, but some of these drivers here tonight, they have some great machinery that they want to save for later. Congrats to the 61 Dalton Houghton on the big win at the Antelope Valley Fair.